Welcome to my channel Saqib Tech. I hope all of you are doing great. So we have completed our lecture. This is our lecture number 10. That's about iteration over list. Now we have learned about list. We have learned about loops, for loop, while loop and nested loop. Today we are mostly going to practice that our learning, and today's lecture is going to be very interesting because this is mostly practice based and very less on theory based. Okay, so we learned how to create list, how to access a single element from a list. But what if I want to access all the element in the list? So for that purpose we will be using loops. Okay, so you can iterate a list using both of the loops, using for loop or using while loop. So now we will look both one by one. So I would like to start practicing and start telling you in real time on our Jupyter notebook. Let's start. Here in our notebook we are going to practice how to iterate over list. For this lecture is about iteration. Okay, iteration on list. Let's quickly create a list of students. We know how to create list. We will write name of list, then equal to, then we write this brackets, and inside that bracket we would have name of student. For example, we have name Muhammad. We are quickly enter some data. Okay, Ali, Usman, like we are right to write, I think 5 students are enough. Okay, and last one is, you can say, Maryam. Okay, these are some students. Now I want to display name of all the students, like I want I am, for example, Muhammad. Then next student say I am and his name, and all using loops. How will I will do? First, I will tell you using for loop. For loop is really interesting and most widely used loop to iterate our list. Okay, what is the syntax? I will write for, then I will write student or anyone. For example, if there are teachers, I will write teacher. For student in students. Okay, for student in students. So what is this for student? For the loop, and student is a single occurrence. Single occurrence means a single student. This will represent a single name. Okay, and this in students means that in that list of students. So what this loop will do, this will go into that list one by one. First, student in student means that first of all student will get value of Muhammad. Next time it will get the value of Ali, and so on till the loop gets the last value in the list. So this loop is used to iterate over the list one by one student. So let's print it and check it what it will display. I will say print, I want to display I am, then I want to display the name of student. So every time to display the name of student, I will go outside that what do you think, parenthesis, and here double quotation. After double quotation, what I will write? I will write comma. You know how to concatenate string with a string. We can use plus, but because it is a string. But if it is a value like integer, so you need to use comma. So that's the best practice to use a comma. So I'm using comma and I am write student. So what it will go every time, it will be displaying I am. First time student will have value of first student Muhammad, and then second student till it get all the student. Let's print it and check it what will be the output. So you can see that it has displayed the values I am Muhammad, I am Ali, until it got I am Maryam, and this is displayed using for loop. So that was very easy. Using for loop you can display the all the values using simply you can see the two statements, only two statements. If I don't use loop, I have to write as many statements as many students. Okay, so in that case I need to write 5 statements separately to display this result, but in the loop I can display thousands of students using simply that 2 lines of code. That's amazing. The first method that I have taught you is using for loop. Okay, this loop is used to iterate over list, but we can also use while loop. Let's check how to use while loop. Okay, using while loop is also simpler. I'm removing the for loop, and I'll try to write while loop. You know how to start with while loop. Using while loop, I need to start with a value. I am saying I equal to 0 because every list start with index 0. I mean index equal to 0. Then I will write while. What I will write? While I is less than, while I is less than students dot length function is used to check that how many students are there. Student dot length will find 5 here because there are 5 students. It will display while I is less than 5, means I will start from 0, it will go to the 4 because 4 is less than 5. When it will reach 5, our loop will be ended. Okay, now first of all I is equal to 0. Then what I will do, I will display, I will print what I will print, I will print I am, then I will write comma, then I will write students of I. Student of I mean that students at index I. First of all, I is 0, the student at index 0 is Muhammad. It will display Muhammad. Now I need to increment that value I because first of time it is 0. Now I need to make it 1. To make it 1, I need to write I is equal to I plus 1. So I is equal to I plus 1. It will make increment I every time. It will increment by 1 till it get toward the length of the students. So what while loop will do, it will check that while I is less than student dot length. So now length is 5, while I is less than 5, it will always display I am student of I, student of first of all it will display student of 0. So student of 0 is Muhammad, then it will increment I, then again it will go here, it will check that I is less than length or not. If it is less than, it will again come inside that body and it will keep on printing until it go toward the length of loop. This is a while loop. Here it's checking one by one that I is less than length of student. So length of students is right now 5. Length is a function. You need to write whatever you want to find the length. Here we want to find the length of students, how many students there. It will return 5. Then it will check that while I is less than 5, it will print one by one. It will print a student of 0. Then it will increment I is equal to 1. It will again check that I is less than student or not. I is 1, it is less than 5. Yeah, okay. It will keep on checking and printing until it get 5. When it will get 5, here it will check that it is less than 5. It will be false, then it will go outside the loop. Let's run it and check it. Okay, it's giving the same output that was giving the for loop. Now I think you have got some idea that how to iterate the list using both methods, using for loop and using while loop. So let's go towards our practice questions that I have designed for you so that you can practice in a better way. I will solve one of them and next is your task to perform them. And if you got any difficulty, write in the comments. I will be creating separate video for them. So let's check it. Here I have been found 5 of the tasks for you. One of them, first of them is that write a Python program to sum all items in the list. So in this program you need to create a list of integers. Okay, integer values or any or floating point values or numbers you can say. Then you need to find the sum of all elements. Okay, let's create a logic. Okay, then write a Python program to get the largest number from a list. Okay, you need to find which number is greater in that list. Similarly, you need to get the smallest number from the list. Fourth one is little trickier. I will left this on you. I will be I think I should solve the second one, so you will be able to find the third and fourth solution by yourself. Then write a Python program to get unique values from a list. That's also a very, you can say, unique or interesting question. So let's start the question number 2. I will solve this for you to get the largest number from a list.